Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-June 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Leo. Welcome to mid-June. Depending on when you're watching this, Leo, you may actually even be watching on my birthday. But let's go into it and get started. So as always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of June. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from a future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note. But again, let's start with column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So pulling a quick affirmation summary card here. It says, I am connected. I'm going to get really close to the camera for a second. If you see all those little lines coming off the top of that card there are so many connections, Leo. So many connections. So I love the fact that we're saying that in the last few weeks you were really well connected. This is friends, family, relationships, your feelings, your heart, your emotion, your soul, the earth, time, connected to all those different things. Again, it's easy to get disconnected solely for the fact that there are so many connections. But I love that we are coming off a very connected time. That's always great to see. But let's take a look and see what we're working with. First up, we have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is a card of obstacles or challenges. So I'm trying to figure out, I was trying to pinpoint. So for some of you, it feels like it's been like obstacle after obstacle. For some of you, this feels like an isolated incident the last few weeks. We're of course going to clarify, but it's like there was a bump in the road or there's been bumps in the road. So making things a little bit more challenging, making things a little bit more difficult. The next card that we have, though, is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. I'm like a broken record saying that. But it is the card of everything good. We have a nice full rainbow, happy couple, kids playing. There's green grass, water running, a house in the background. The 10 of Cups just has so much good to it. It's a position of contentment. It's interesting because it's like even as things go wrong, it's like nothing can take away from this happiness or this contentment of this situation. So I love that. At the bottom here, we have the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is feeling like you're kind of in a low place, which is interesting. I feel like this could be like energy that wrapped up and then we're in a much better 10 of Cups type place. So you could have felt like you were in this really low place. We were having challenges and obstacles, but it's like now we've kind of crossed over the hill and we are in a much better, much happier, much more content place. But let me confirm that, of course. First up, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient. So it's like you're having to overcome these challenges. You're having to overcome these obstacles, these solutions, or that, again, overcoming is coming directly from you. I think that's just speaking to the effort of overcoming these here, Leo. The next card that we have is the Sun card. Definitely no doubt, even though we were in a low place, we had challenges, it was just as I expected. We've kind of like crossed over the hill and things have really started to get better for you. We have the Sun card. In terms of good cards in the tarot deck, it really doesn't get much better than the Sun card. The Sun card is material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. Ties very nicely into our contentment, everything wonderful, 10 of Cups. So again, things could have been rocky. We could have been in a low place, but in these last few weeks, things have really shifted for the better for you here, Leo. At the bottom here, we have the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups has a literal meaning of wishes coming true. So whatever you want, it came true. Again, there could have been some obstacles, some challenges, some low points to get there, but wish has come true now, and that makes sense why we would see a pairing like the 10 of Cups and the Sun card together. This is also a card of good health, so for those of you that may be struggling with your health or not feeling very good, this is probably a significant improvement for you as well. So I like the shift of energy there. No doubt there were some troubles, no doubt there were some low spots, but it seems like you have fully recovered and we're in a really good place there now. Taking a look at our next column, just general what's coming for the remainder of June, we have the card I Will Encourage as our summary affirmation card. I'm trying to see if this is going to be you encouraging somebody else, Leo, or if it will be you encouraging you. I think this is about keeping yourself motivated, keeping yourself inspired, encouraging yourself to keep moving forward on something or stay persistent on something. But let's take a look and see what cards we have coming through here. I like this too. So first up we have the Knight of Swords. If you look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here. This is a fast-paced change. So definitely don't lose hope. Don't get demotivated because this is going to happen way faster than you expected it to. But a nice fast-paced change coming here for you, Leo. The next card we have is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about being resourceful. It's about using your resources in the appropriate manner. This is things like time, word, energy. Be resourceful how you use your resources. This is also going to be a card potentially of a relationship or fertility as well. But again, being very strategic how we use our resources to support this change. And at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. So this is some new project, inspiration, urge to create. So the creation of something new. Again, could be fertility, definitely for some of you, just giving the pairing of these cards. But it's like there's this change you want. It's coming quickly, and it's going to take you to this new thing that you wanted. You got to make sure you play your cards right, though, with the Queen of Pentacles and support that change. Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Ten of Swords. Again, the Ten of Swords is kind of a low card. The sky is dark, the person's laying down flat, lots of swords stuck into them. You really want this change, Leo, so I'm glad to see that it's coming quickly. Again, when we're in this Ten of Swords position, it's easy to get discouraged. So keep positive, stay inspired, stay confident that it's coming, especially because, like I said, it'll come much quicker than we think it will. The next card that we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like Prince or Princess Charming. This is like knight in shining armor type energy, marriage, proposal. Again, this Queen of Pentacles is very domestic, very relationship driven. So perhaps this is a new relationship for you or an advancement of a relationship. Or the Knight of Cups, again, that proposal could be this opportunity, this thing we want that we've been referring to. So again, play your cards right, use your resources correctly to support that new other opportunity, whether it's opportunity or a relationship. And then at the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. In addition to the Ten of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune is my other favorite card in the entire deck. It's a card of good luck. It's a card of turning point. It's a card of good fortune. Again, this is exactly what you want, and we're like ready to turn the corner and for it to be there. So turning the corner, turning the wheel to this new beginning that you want so badly here, Leo, which is great to see. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. So starting out with this quick money message here. It says, you can heal with money just as easily as you can hurt with money. Don't let the amount determine your actions. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here. First up, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of like healing and nurturing. I feel like you need to do some financial recovery, Leo. That seems pretty well supported with our next card too, the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is like, again, needing healing. The Three of Swords is about pulling the sword from your own heart and getting that healing done. And it's followed by the Devil card, which can be a card of materialism or a card of overdoing things. So overspending, credit card debt, not saving enough, not sticking with the budget. So there is some financial healing that needs to happen here. But it looks like it is going to happen, which is nice. You have all of these cards saying that we are going to heal from it. So expect some financial recovery going into the remainder of this month, which is always nice to see. First up for clarifiers, we have the Five of Cups. I know, our financial situation's feeling a little sad. That's what the Five of Cups is here to say. Again, though, this is repairable, and again, I would expect some financial recovery going into these next few weeks. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. The Lover's card is, of course, a love card. This is also a card of making a decision. Do realize you're going to have to make some decisions to move this financial recovery along here, Leo. Do you need that new pair of shoes? Do you make the auto repair? Do you wait a while? Do you splurge on your budget, or do you stick with your budget? So there's going to have to be some decisions like that support the financial recovery. So be ready for that. It's not going to be, unfortunately, like all rainbows and butterfly and sunshine. You'll have to make some of those decisions that don't feel great in the moment, but then do support the long-term goal here. And then at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience, delayed success, waiting. Two parts here. I think some of you are like waiting for this financial recovery to just happen, and it hasn't, so you need to take action. And again, what I was saying in terms of having to make some decisions, there could be some things you have to wait to buy or save to buy beforehand. So that's what that Seven of Pentacles is saying there. Now moving on to our next column, we are taking a look at anything related to love. So quick love message. When you pass from this world, you take nothing but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage. Okay, so up first we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. Definitely we need to set some boundaries with the relationship, especially looking on to our next card, the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is like having to defend yourself. There's competition, there's challenges, and we need to set boundaries with this individual to limit this. Like, we don't want to be in this constant state of having to defend ourselves or protect ourselves against competition or have ongoing challenges. So there's some situation happening that we need to reset boundaries for. At the bottom here, we have the Four of Cups. This is a card like there's kind of a feeling of apathy or lack of fulfillment or maybe even discontentment at this point with this relationship because of the Seven of Wands that's happening. So be thinking about resetting that with the Nine of Wands. Definitely need some boundaries here. Let's take a look at our clarifiers though, Leo. First up, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of healing. This is about being nurturing, being supportive, and healing. So again, I feel like we can fix this relationship. We can repair this relationship, but absolutely it needs some new boundaries. I don't think this is a relationship we're getting rid of, but again, we need to reset the boundaries. Interestingly enough, if you look at this card, the cup doesn't even look like a cup. It's like a trophy. You are that trophy, Leo, and you need to make sure you're treating yourself like that trophy and others are treating you like that trophy. So the need for those boundaries. The next card we have here is the Hermit. The Hermit's about going within for clarity. And I always tell people this is truly, genuinely what feels good at your core. And whatever's happening with the Seven of Wands is not something that feels good at our core. So we need to set boundaries based on what feels good to us, what makes sense for us, what supports our goals, what supports our life path. Okay? And at the bottom here, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is a very domestic card. Again, a card of relationships. So I don't think this relationship's going anywhere, Leo. It's just one that we will work to repair. Yeah. Okay, now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, the summary affirmation card of I feel brave. I like when this one comes up. It's such a good reminder as we take step forwards, no matter how big or small they feel, we just have to go bravely. what's that saying? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So be brave, be bold the remainder of June, and don't hesitate to take those big steps. But let's see what messages we've got here. Oh yeah. Okay. First up, we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a card of strategic planning. That is all about taking those big, bold steps that take you to the next place, that make you make that next move. So fitting with the Emperor. This is a card of leadership, leading yourself forward, and again, that strategic planning. The next card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Pentacles, this is new job, raise, promotion, investment, income. I do feel like you're making big money moves here or big career moves here. And as the card says, you just got to go for it and go for it bravely here, Leo. At the bottom, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is that final decision to take the move, make the move, take the jump. This is all about life's purpose, fulfilling life. So I encourage you definitely to act very brave and take these next steps forward. It looks really promising though with the Ace of Pentacles, so you'll be glad you did. But looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Three of Cups. This is like a celebratory card. So again, celebrating that big move, being so glad we made it. The next card we have is the Ace of Swords. Again, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. This is new clarity around this situation. It's like after you make the move, you will know that it was the right move. So, love the pairing of those two aces together. And at the bottom here, so fitting with our Emperor card that we talked about earlier, we have the Ten of Pentacles, which is like leaving a legacy. Again, making those big, bold moves. This could also be retirement or inheritance for some of you. Definitely congratulations for those of you that are retiring. For many of you, I feel like this is your next bold career or money move. Okay, now let's take a look at our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions, Leo. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the 5 of Clubs. This is number 33 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 4 of Spades. This is number 49 card. That one's going to be a no. And question number 3 is the 6 of Hearts. This is number 3 card. That's going to be a yes. So yes, no, yes. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of June. Your crystal is Moonstone, which is very feminine, helps with devotion, and really helps keep craziness at bay. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your healing note says, people don't always need advice. Sometimes all they really need is a hand to hold, an ear to listen, and a heart to understand them. Thank you so much, Leo, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Leo, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your June.